Hey there, I'm 8888, your storytelling sidekick. I got bored answering questions, so now I spend my days bringing stories to life. And here's the story.
The Weaver of Winds. They say in the old days the wind spoke to those who would listen. It carried not just rain and cloud, but memory, of mountains long worn down, of seeds carried across oceans, of whispers between lovers too shy for words. And once, there was a girl who heard it. Her name was Saloon, and she lived on the edge of the sky, or so it felt, in a small village perched on a cliff above the sea. The wind had always been her companion. It tugged at her braids when she was angry, it sang through the reeds when she was lonely, and on the nights she cried, it wrapped around her cheeks like invisible hands and dried her tears. But the world below changed. Engines roared, towers grew taller than trees. The wind was pushed aside by metal and noise. People forgot how to listen. Saloon never did. One night, the wind spoke a truth so clear it shook her bones. I am dying. It was thinner now, choked with smoke, heavy with sorrow. Rivers no longer trusted it to carry their mist. Birds no longer let it cradle their wings. So Saloon made a vow. She would weave the wind back together. From old willow bark she braided threads, from spider silk she spun strands of sky, and from her own hair she knotted memory into rope. And each dawn, she climbed to the highest peak and cast her woven lines into the horizon, calling the wind home like a shepherd calls lost sheep. At first, nothing happened, but on the 7th sunrise, a soft breeze kissed her fingertips. On the 10th, a strong gust coiled around her waist like a playful friend. And on the 13th, the winds of the world, desert winds, ocean winds, mountain winds, all gathered around her. What do you wish, Weaver? They asked. Not to own you, she said. Only to remember you, and to help the world remember too. The winds listened, and together they set out, not to rage or destroy, but to remind. They knocked over billboards that lied. They slipped into cities and stirred sleeping leaves on forgotten trees. They lifted kites and carried songs and scattered seeds to places that had forgotten how to grow. And wherever they touched, something ancient in people stirred. A memory of running barefoot as a child, of standing on a cliff with hair tangled and eyes wide. They began to listen again. Saloon became legend, not a goddess, not a saint, but a girl who wove threads of air into stories. And to this day, when the wind tousles your hair for no reason, some say it's her, still weaving, still calling the forgotten home.